Mon and his credibility. So the first thing I want to go over is Petty Page did a documentary about Peter a couple years ago. Go check that out. I'll have links in the description. And I'll try to get links in the cards if I remember to. Please go check out this documentary that she had. It was very, very good because what it did was it outed Peter on several things he lies about, which I've been talking about. And one of the big things it talks about, which I would love to go over, there are actually a couple. It talks about the fact that Peter Mon has said he's a psychotherapist and that he is a licensed psychotherapist and he does psychotherapy and counseling and life coaching. Turns out, seems like that's not true after doing a ton of digging, that he has just paraded himself to be the psychotherapist that he's not. And on top of that, in being a psychotherapist, he put out private information on social media about his clients, and has never once apologized for it. This information surfaced at the same time a couple years ago when a lot of Peter's R-word behavior, back in the day, please infer, came out, and he addressed that, but he didn't address the fact that he put out private information on former clients. And as far as I'm aware, and I don't keep up with him too much, but as far as I'm aware, he still hasn't addressed whether or not he actually is licensed to be a psychotherapist. So, a psychotherapist who doesn't have a license, who puts out private information about his clients. So I would like to sit back and let's look at a clip from Petty Page and her documentary she did, and please go check it out because it's very good to hear the very credible Peter Mon speak and, be a very good, decent, moral, upstanding person that doesn't just lie and start gossip or do things to make himself look good, like cash in on some drama he can ride on and get his name on. Let's take a look.
I've been waiting for an hour and 20 minutes for a client who is late. We'll be addressing my anger issues when she gets here. My client just said, Britney Spears is a slut. Huh, youth. They just don't understand. One of my clients said, if I can't cry about it, I don't care about it. Love that. On my way to see my Saturday AM clients. Better have smiles on their faces. Well, as if. Don't know if it's hilarious or sad to sit in front of my office and watch drunks stumble out of the bar across the street. Add in the Aquarius. You know I'm a therapist, so if you need counseling for your sex addiction made obvious by your tweets, let me know. Lol. My client had all of his stuff stolen and has no money. I offered him one of our old TVs, and he asked if it was a flat screen. What the fuck? Life was so much easier when I was just a psychotherapist working in a locked facility with teenage drug addicts. One of my clients asked me if I'm attracted to twinks or bears. I said, men. I love when clients dictate how I should do my job. Isn't that the reason you're sitting in my office? Because you know so much?